It's loud. It's proud. It's Wheatland. Lucas Oil Raceway for tonight's action with the Dirt Assassin Racing Series, Dirt Street Stocks, and the 360 Sprints on board tonight as we get ready for some fast racing at one of our local tracks here in Missouri. Of course, very personal ties to this racetrack. And on top of that, we just love it. It's dirt racing. It's Saturday night. It's high-speed action. It's just amazing. It's gonna be just awesome. So thank you everybody for the tune in. Nasworthy, what's up? How's it going? Going good in here, man. David giving us some love out there. Brent giving us some love. Thank you, sir. Brent way up north in Canada. Good to see you out there. I tell you what, it's gonna be a ton of fun representing all of these dirt series. Qualifying get ready to happen. Terry Boswell in the house. Tabs, good to see you, my friend. Much love. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Welcome home, and hopefully you're all just kicking it. Just kick it, man. Just enjoy yourself. Have some fun. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So, folks, if you haven't done so, make sure you reach over, hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button. Do what you got to do. Kick butt, take names. Brent Patterson out there, give us a like. Striker, give us a like as well. I appreciate you on the Facebook platform, YouTube, kicking it as well. Thank you so much on the YouTube platform. Y'all are amazing. It is intense, folks. I'm working on getting 1,000 followers on TikTok. So if you haven't done so, go to tiktok.com/ I think it's at Signature Esports, whatever it is. Go to TikTok. We need to get to 1,000 followers because I want to go live on a fourth platform. That's what I want to do. I want to go live on TikTok too. So that way we can go live on four different platforms, not just three. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok would be cool. Let's get it done. Get us over to get us to 1,000 followers on TikTok. I think we're like 180 or something like that. I don't even know. I can't even tell you right now. No, I'll tell you where we're at. The tickety-tock-tock. In order to go live, you have to have 1,000 followers, and I think TikTok might be a little bit easier than some of the other platforms. Let's check TikTok. I don't want to. Let's go to my 139. Sorry, I thought it was 189. It's 139. Yeah, it's all good. Let's go to TikTok. Find us at Signature Esports on TikTok. That's my goal. Get us live on all of them. Lucas Oil Raceway looks as such. Race information for the Clay Oval track. Third of a mile track for the drivers here tonight. 52 degrees on the track temperature. Very cold. It is very cold at Wheatland right now as well. So it's going to be something you're going to be able to see out of the track temperature. 70 degrees Fahrenheit at qualifying. 15% humidity. So a sticky track for them. Partly cloudy skies. 5-mile-an-hour wind. Wind's not going to play a factor. Just the way that this track rolls out. Big tree breaks on the outside of it. So you shouldn't feel the wind at all. But the partly cloudy skies will keep the heat in. And that will change. No, there's no track map for Lucas Oil. So if you don't see that, that's what is going on. Forgive me, I had to sneeze. Younger, you're awesome, man. Appreciate you very much out there on Twitch. You see us in a bit. Appreciate you. SigEsports.com for all your merch. There are stickers up there. There are t-shirts. There are all kinds of things up there. Go to SigEsports.com. Check that out. Also, big special thank you to new sponsors out there. This past week, we had our accounts compromised, and with the help of our new account manager, Dat, he hooked us up with NordVPN. NordVPN is now a sponsor of Signature Esports, and we're proud to have it. Link in the description to be able to sign up for NordVPN. I highly suggest you secure yourselves, and I never thought in a million years it would happen to me, but it did, and because it did, I can't recommend this enough. Make sure you go to NordVPN, secure your online presence with your they've got it for all kinds of different things, not just your computer, but your home network. There's lots of things you can do with NordVPN, so go check them out. Brent, first time you're watching dirt track racing, this is a lot more high speed, I know that the oval circuit, the road series, they have their own allure, but dirt track racing is fast, it's furious, and it has its own demeanor. So I tend to get a little bit more worked up about dirt track racing. It's just there's a little bit more passion in it for me when it comes to these this racing surface. So Brent, stick around, watch this race. Right after this, we're going to have the 360 sprints up. You think that these cars are cool? The 360 sprints right after these heats and these features, those are faster. There's a ton more ground to be gained there and it's gonna be an incredible race. I love Wheatland. Lucas Oil Speedway is a great racetrack locally. They support their local community. Fantastic racetrack, and we'll speak troves to it. A lot of good workers out there. A lot of people who help Lucas Oil stay together. It's an amazing raceway. So you got to check it. Joseph G, let's go dirt racing tonight. We like it out there on YouTube. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Also, HelloFresh, a part of the platform here as well. Thank you to HelloFresh for coming aboard. Make sure that you get out there and check the link in the description for that. So you can use the POG promo code for 20, I think it's 21 free meals plus free shipping. There's lots of options out there. Try them out. Check them out. It's the best thing I've done for my diet since, ever. Dark Horizon Fishing is going to give you all your cautions today. Big special thank you to all the sponsors of the Dirt Anarchy series, or Dirt Assassins. Dirt Anarchy is tomorrow. Dirt Assassins today. They're just killer. So much love to them. Track Dogs Racing, PFEFFER Designs, Drill the Spike Designs, Unique Woodmasters, BUCKWHEAT'S Designs, or BUCKWHEAT'S Customs, however you want to call it. Let's see. What else can we talk about when it comes to the sponsors? A lot of them. CHIEFLAND RC Raceway. Go to CHIEFLANDRCRaceway.com. Check out Sunday afternoon action if you're down in Florida. Smokey Designs by Andy. He's out there. A&J Custom Creations, BUCKWHEAT'S Customs. The Red Pirate Family Oyster Bar and Grill is the main title sponsor for the street stock. So much love to him. Just a whole lot of fun. Anarchy Custom Wraps, 54 Motorsports. Just a lot. They're amazing. Grid. Sage Luther, your pole sitter. Cole Younger, your outside pole sitter. CJ Saunders, your inside row number 2. Paul Pepper is going to be your outside row number 2. Nick Klosterman, Alex Thompson, Matthew Croak. This will determine the top 4, the inside row top 4 for the feature. The 14 drivers of today's race. So we're going to take everybody in the feature. 20 is the max as they go. Tony Martin, give us a like. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, folks. If you're not excited, I'm excited. It's going to be a ton of fun. If something exciting does happen, we're going to catch it live, and then we'll be able to post TikToks later on. It is going to be amazing. How much are my T-shirts at my merch? So go to SigGameSports.com, click on the merch tab. I think they're about $20 plus shipping. I think shipping's about $8 or something like that. So $28 total for one of my T-shirts. Green flag, Reed Race. Number 1. No cautions during the heats. So we are just going to be running laps. Sage Luther out front. Younger kicking in. Finding the next line, the next rule, everything that he needs to do here. As we continue to roll. Green flag. Cole Younger to the outside. Trying to pull that line in, get himself in a big mix. There's the overhead look from the 026 of Sage Luther. Luther getting faster and faster each week. Younger to the bottom side. Bottom side's going to hook up here. High line's going to come into play a lot later on, especially during the feature. CJ Saunders back here really digging as they get into the corner. 18:07 is going to be the fast lap for Sage Luther as they run the bottom side. Big look at the race line here as this driver runs into third. Younger to the bottom side. Digging into the corner, trying to get to the back left quarter panel. 8 laps to go in the heat as they get around. Moving mid-line for the 03, or for the 3. Saunders pulling in tow. 3/4 of a second difference between the 3 and the 26. Alex Thompson back here picking up the race pace down to the bottom side, trying to hook up the slider here. Get himself a little closer to Matthew Croak. Big dig for these drivers high above the track here in the spotter cam. As Sage Luther still leads on the high side, down to the bottom. 3 trying to work the bottom. Cole Younger trying to get that P2 spot to that first spot. Saunders on the move. Top 5 have not moved. Croak got around Thompson here, so he's only driving to move up the spot. Everybody else stuck right where they're at. 5 laps to go this time by. 026, 3, 023, 5. Nick Klosterman to the 26, rolling the corner. Klosterman back here, digging. Thompson has been really improving his craft, trying to run with these guys, finding that high line. Look at that speed up high on the flat. Tries to drop down. He's going to have to drop down. Almost gets into the wall. I think he does tap it just a little bit there. He's going to figure this one out. Half second now, 3/4 of a second. Younger, Saunders back and forth. 3 to defend. 023 to the bottom. Saunders trying to dig here. These two side by side racing as they continue to work. Big dig around the outside. Saunders inside, 3 outside. Trying to whip that tail around. Glider coming up. 23 is going to be clear. 2 laps to go out of 3 and 4. 3 to the bottom side. Cole Younger back 1 spot. Saunders still trying to dig for that white flag. 9/10 of a second. Sage Luther leading every lap. Trying to become your pole sitter for the feature. 3 and 4, final 2 turns here as Sage has to defend one more time. He's going to be able to dig up the line, down in. Luther wins heat race number 1. Saunders, Younger, Klosterman, Peffer, that'll be your drivers here as Paul Peffer and Nick Klosterman try to make it work. Starting grid for heat race number 2. Scotty Newsom, Kyle Carter, Brandon Starnes, Tony Martin, George Cethal, and Chase Clinton will make up these drivers in this heat. 13 drivers ready to rock and roll as Scotty Newsom will lead them around. Scotty Newsom in the 23. Kyle Carter in the 003 on the relative when it pops up for you here, folks, as you'll take a look. Apparently, Dirt Assassin is just too long of a title. Tabs. We're going to call it the Tabs. There it is. Tabs 10 to go. I'll name it right after him. Hey, like Brandon, they say. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you for the chats. And Starnes coming up next. Brandon very fast in this circuit. We'll have to see what he does here. Be able to try to get himself around some of the fast drivers up here. Qualifying laps huge. Always a threat to win. Scotty Newsom ready to go. 23, 003, 122, green. Julie Younger giving us a like. Julie, how are you doing, dear? Much love to you. Kyle Carter to the inside. No cautions during heat races. A reminder: only cautions they're gonna happen are gonna be in the feature. Carter to the inside of Scotty Newsom. Newsom to the outside. Big dig for these drivers as they continue to work. Into the corner they go. Look at 4 wide. Off the slider, back to single file. Starnes trying to dig into the bottom. Slider coming up. Woo! Starnes going around. Scotty Newsom way up high. To dig. Now Starnes having to dig outside of here. Chase Clinton then comes to, he's on pit road getting the car fixed. He had to tow out there. Brandon Starnes having bad luck right now. Robert Martin watching Tony Martin. Well, that's who we're on right now. Big dig for the driver. Scotty Newsom, 18:20, just ran that this last time by. 5 laps to go. Big dig out of the corner. Newsom, Carter, Martin, 1, 2, 3. This will determine the outside line on the start of this one. On the start of the feature, what's going to be coming up. 30-lap feature with some cautions, with a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of digging. Oh, he's not done. Brandon Starnes may be in 5th right here in the heat race. He's still got the feature coming up. He'll make the feature. Newsom, Carter, Martin, 1, 2, 3. Fiesel's going to be in 4th, up 1 right now. It's the 33 digs. Vapors on the back. Anarchy wraps on the left rear quarter panel there. You see it digging into the corner. Big run. These drivers, 2 laps to go. This time by 2.7 seconds may not seem like much, but right there is the big kicker. Kyle Carter, the double on 3, still trying to dig out a little bit more. White flag's going to weigh this time by. As you see the flag man high above the stands here. One more chance for Kyle Carter. Slides up the race line. Newsom, nothing to look at. Behind him, the field just looks stretched. Newsom will win heat race number 2. Dilligaff, 50 bits with some shamrocks, and there it is. Dilligaff giving us 50 bits to go into the IO People Money Fund, aka the Dilligaff goes on vacation fund. That's what happens. AKA Ballistic. It's the Ballistic goes on vacation fund. Sage Luther's going to be your pole sitter for the heat race, or for the feature here. And Scotty Newsom will be your outside pole sitter. CJ Saunders, Kyle Carter will make up row number 2. Younger, Tony Martin will make up row 3. Nick Klosterman, George Fizel will make up row 4. Peffer and Starnes, row number 5. Matthew Kronk and Chase Clinton in row 6. Row 7, final row here is going to be Alex Thompson. He's going to be picking up some pace, picking up some time. And does some things very well. Remember, SIG Esports. Go get merch. That helps too. Yes, she's not lying. Buy yourself a SIG Esports t-shirt. Buy yourself a Ballistic tumbler. And make sure that you do so, because that helps send the Dilligaff, a.k.a. the Ballistic one, on vacation. She's going on vacation at the end of May, folks. We got a lot to pay for. It's her annual vacation. She's going to go see her good friend out there, Jesse Younger. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Become a supporter. Subscribe. Donate. There's a link to donate out there somewhere. A little Streamlabs or Stream Elements link, something like that. We got a couple of tipping pages, I guess. Ready? 30 laps. Wheatland. Big dig. Green 4. That track looks like it's worn out already. High line's going to come into play. Green flag. Remember, caution laps do not count. Cautions will and are turned on. They might happen. They may not happen. We'll see. Big dig for the corner. 026 and Sage Luther to the outside. The doubles 23 numbers. Saunders and Newsom digging here as the 023 battles to the inside of the 23. Cole Younger digging back here. Kyle Carter in the 3s. I tell you what, we got the 023 and the 23. The 3 and the 3, 23. Oh! Cole Younger gets yeeted by the inside tire barrier. Caution comes out. Holy cow! Cole Younger met the inside tire with a whole lot of force. And the first caution comes out here, and ouch. Man. Gyro cam here. Let's go on board here. Digs in the corner, digs in the corner. This is the start of the race. They come around. Going to try to pull the inside lane. Watch this slide down to the bottom. Down to the bottom, down to the bottom, down to the bottom, down to the bottom, down to the bottom. Good there. Knew he could make it stick, so he gets around here. Watch the bottom side. Gets, oh, he's hooked up. Oh, in there, and then yeet. Oh, ow. That hurt my feelings. Hurt my feels a little bit. Here's the barn chase view of this one. Coming around one more time. Ready to dig. 23 a little sideways. 3 gets into him, and then... Ouch. Let those tires gave a little better. Cole Younger will be a lap down here. It will show on the relative at the moment. Holy cow. Somebody got heated. Ooh. Sage Luther, your leader here. Double file restarts all the way up until 10 laps to go. Then we go to single file restarts. That is the big factor here. And caution laps do not count for the drivers, so things will reset and rework it. Big dead stop. You ain't lying. Folks, we're working on, we've got them out there, but custom mouse pads as well. We've got those working in the works. So I'm gonna have to put a link up. It's gonna have a blank mouse pad so people can buy the custom ones. I did make one. It is the Joseph Berhalva one. It's the dirt one for the Dirt Anarchy, or the Dirt Assassins 360s, but got the Chop Shop logo. Green flag. Back at it again. Younger shown on the lead lap now. You're going to see things kind of work on the relative here. So he's going to be having to come from the back to the front. High side for him as he works at, he's going to have to work here. It's a lot of work. 30 laps to get back to the front after having to get a fast repair, get a brand new car out there. He's going to have to do something here. Sage Luther has Saunders there as well. Kyle Carter to the bottom, to the high side of the 23 here. Trying to work some line, to work some race line. Brandon Starnes started 10th, has worked his way up 4 spots. He's in 6th right now. Still digging here. Tony Martin up 1, 22, still digging him. Smokey designs by Andy has Carter in front of him. Carter still trying to dig. Close race going on here. Sage kind of just walking away. Everybody else behind trying to find position here as the slider comes up from the 23 of Scotty Newsom. 023 battles back on the high side. Side-by-side racing for these two. Caution comes back out. Nick Klosterman and Alex Thompson involved.
Ons woorde, Fluffy.
Big one here. Take a look. .26, 16. Oh, just barely gets into him. 16 had such a great line there and just got right there to the back left quarter panel of the 26 there. That's Nick Klosterman. It was an oops. He didn't mean to. Young rookie here of Thompson, giving everybody a wonderful, wonderful look at what he's been able to try to do. Got himself complete looking car, and on the back it speaks troves. It says, did I do that? Gonna get an EOL 95 of Chase Clendenin. Needs to get around the 16, kind of hits him there. 16 gets an EOL. Sage Luther will lead him around here. We'll be back to racing here with 25 laps to go. That will be 24 laps to go. Remember, caution laps do not count. So these drivers doing his Skokie, giving you a good look at what he does. He's another content creator like myself, and I love him. He's amazing. He's my Becky. Twitch.tv/Skokie. Go give him a follow for me. Green flag. Sage Saunders. Big dig into the corner. 3 wide. Back to double file, 3 wide. Actually, take that back. 3 wide corner exit. Brandon Starnes, Fizel working on each other. Dirt Anarchy teammates. A full dig here. 22, Tony Martin the outside. Gotta find that pace. Starnes to the bottom side. Woo. George blinking up the race line. That was a magic moment. He blinked and then came back in it. Wow. Sage, 7/10 of a second lead. Scotty Newsom and Saunders go back at it. Trying to dig more line. 003 of Carter right there. Still trying to find a race line. These drivers can't get away from each other right now. The more that they battle, the more Sage Luther kind of walks away with it. Matthew Croak runs his fastest lap of the race. The 02 just ran an 18.43. Fastest lap of the race. Ran by Brandon Starnes in 18.26. Inside line, trying to work it. Big dig, 20 laps to go. A lot of racing still left here. And Scotty Newsom still tries to close down the distance. 22, Tony Martin. And the 003 of Kyle Carter right there. And now Carter has to go back to work. 02 down to the bottom side. Croak digging 6 spots gain. Brandon Starnes 6 spots gain. He's going to work now, 19 laps to go. Has to get around these two in front of him who've been duking it out for a moment. Right now, Luther still with an 0.8 of a second lead. Saunders and Newsom getting into each other here. Starnes from the bottom side. Starnes up the race line. Newsom not giving up the room here. Starnes still on the bottom side. Slider trying to clear the 23. He's going to have to run right next to the 023. I'm sorry, the 23, 023 right behind him. Big dig. The race line here. Newsom. Starnes able to utilize more of the racetrack here. Sage Luther digs on the high side. Work in the corner. Caution. Chase Clinton involved. Up in the race line. Here's the 95 down to the bottom. 16 with a good run here. And 95. Just hooks it to the right there. One more time. As we'll go far chase. Right here. Oh, just hit the tire. Back it up just a little bit. All right, down to the bottom. From the race line, out of the throttle. Dig. Just looped it a little bit. Oh, and then that damaged that left front tire. So that will be possibly a fast repair. Important factors about this racetrack. It's an amazing racetrack. Newsom, Luther, they're ready to go. 16 laps to go, full send, green flag. Big dig into the corner, here they go. Newsom up the race line, Luther down to the bottom. Drivers getting into it back here. Big pile up on the bottom of the infield. No caution, now a caution. Boy, here it is. There's that overhead cam here. Watch this. This is a kerfuffle. Look at that. 02 to the 23, 22. Big pile up on the bottom side here. 03 down to the bottom side. Dang it. They try to get rolling. And Saturday. How fast do dirt cars go? It depends. It depends on the It depends on the car. You said, oh yeah, have a good night. 15 laps to go to be 14 this next time by. Depends on the car. These ones, the top speed right now is about 95 miles an hour on the dirt, but the sprints are going to come up. You're going to see those in excess of 100 miles an hour. They go fast, but remember, this is a small track. It looks big. It looks like there's a lot of room, but it's a small racetrack. I promise you, but it's good. Sage Luther, still your race leaders, led every lap. 23 is going to be there to the outside. Brandon Starnes ready to rock and roll. 023 is Saunders there to the inside. Wheatland giving everybody their money. Split Second Gaming giving us a like. Thank you so much. It's our counterparts from Australia. Gotti Newsom in second. Sarnes digging back to the bottom side, trying to hook up that bottom race line. Needs to hook up on the high side as Sarnes looking very much in tow. Saunders is going to be there on the high side right there trying to dig back. Kyle Carter and the 003 off one spot. Sarnes in third up 7. Alex Thompson back here, the rookie, giving us up 3. Started 13th. He's in 10th right now. And he's got a good little race line working for him. Look at him. He's drifting it like it's a pro. 3 of Kyle Carter still trying to make, the 3 of Cole Younger still trying to dig here. Younger on the bottom side trying to work it. Off 3, having to work back into the front here. Side by side, the 2 young men, Thompson, Younger, digging. Slider for the 03, or for the 3. 16 giving up the spot. He's up 4 though. Digging real hard here, doing a phenomenal job. Fantastic race by that driver. Right now, 003 of Kyle Carter back here on the infield again. 11 laps to go. Has to come back up on the field. There's stuff happening all over the place. Pepper on the inside. Not sure. No caution. 10 laps to go. Here's what happened there. This was Kyle Carter in the 003. Bottom side, bottom side. Oh, Starnes into him. Teammates getting into it. Pepper comes around. He just kind of loops it a little bit. Oh, left rear hit that. So that's how that works. Caution's going to come out for the 5th time. Big dig. Thank you to NordVPN for giving you all your security aspects and all the best race lines out there. Folks, remember, stick around after this. We got 360 sprints coming up right here at Wheatland as well. Big speed out of Little Racing Machines. (26, 23, 133, 22). That's the 026 here, ready to dig. Single file restart, under 10 laps to go. It'll be 8 to go when we cross the start-to-finish line this next time by. And a couple of drivers needing some better luck here. They're going to try to make anything work here for the end of this race. Go right on board, the nose cam. Ooh, big bump. Luther digs. Green flag. 8 laps to go. Saunders here losing grip. Losing the line that he had. Starnes looking to the inside. Slider coming up the race line. Closest down half a second here in that one line. Now takes back over the outside lane. Starnes lost the momentum. He's going to have the inside slide. Making it work. Brandon Starnes the second. 7 laps to go. He's 6th this time by. Needs speed if he wants this one. Sage has been phenomenal all race. Digging every line that he can. Brandon Starnes on the high side, ready to hook up. 6 to go. Into 3 and 4. Luther on the high side. Starnes to second. Saunders in third. Biggest mover of the race right now is going to be the 8. Cole Younger back here trying to get himself back around was as high as second, now back to 13th, off 8 from the start of the race. 4 laps to go. Starnes needs more speed. Can he dig more out of this racetrack? 4 to go as we come around, make this one interesting. Tony Martin up 2. Scotty Newsom's going to be up 3. Croak is up 4. Cole Younger jumped to pit. Something happened there. Sage is going to be 3 laps to go. And more of the race line coming at it. Starnes digging here. Digs into the corner, straight line kind of speed. Picks up some speed on the high side. High side has come in, folks. 2 to go. Starnes making it work. Oh, into the flat. Loses all the momentum. Saunders takes back over second. Brandon Starnes in third. Tony Martin digging. Side by side with the one. White flag wave. Sage Luther trying to hold on. Starnes had the look. Now it's being beat up by all the drivers. Got into the flat. Didn't make it work. Final 2 turns. Straight away. Luther. What is the feature? Sage Luther bringing it home. Your race results. Luther, Saunders, Martin, Newsom, Starnes all inside the top 5 for your feature. Beazell finishes in 6th, Croak in 7th, Klosterman in 8th, Kyle Carter 9th, Peffer finishes in 10th, Clinton Thompson Younger. All those drivers, the tail end of that one. That was a ton of fun. It's a great look for the drivers as they start to cool the engines off. Take them and get their screenshots, get all that stuff working in. Sage Luther's going to be your feature winner today, and does a pretty darn awesome job of, well, he's just being that guy. Being that guy. Good things, right? Good things. Let's go talk to him. It was Sage's race to lose, and he did a phenomenal job, so we'll make sure we take a big look at what he did. Sage Luther, 26, the 026 comes home in victory lane. Congratulations. You kicked some butt and took some names there.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell me about it. You just had to stay out front.
Yeah, I pretty much smooth sailing for me because for a second they were battling pretty hard and let me get a few big lead before some cautions came out. And yeah, so the battle for second really let me get ahead and kind of smooth sailing for me, yeah.
It looked like it was a ton of fun. Street stocks can be challenging for because everybody can get out there and run a huge slider or huge race lines, but there for a moment, Brandon Starnes hooked up on the high line, but he got into the flat up there. Is that one thing that you were trying to avoid, getting up in that flat, making sure that you didn't stall or high center the car?
Oh yeah, on lap 27, I did go on the fly a little bit, which let Brandon get to me, but he ended up going the flat too, which let me get ahead again. So.
Well, it looked like you had fun. I mean, to lead every lap to get yourself out there and have very few issues. It was a good run, a good look to it. You've got sprints coming up.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna do on that track because in the practice races I did throughout the week, I didn't do too good. But hopefully I can just keep it on the racing line and not go in the flat like I struggled doing. But yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be fun to see. It's a different kind of race line for those sprints. Sage, give you shout outs, my man. Congratulations, P1 of the feature today. Give your shout outs, brother.
Yeah, just thanks to Paul for putting this on and everyone supports me and my family.
It's the man. Sage, we'll see you in the next one, brother.
All right, see ya.
That's the guy, man of many talents, including driving these street stocks to victory lane. Let's take a little. Oh, there he is. Everything keeps moving around in Discord. Stock to CJ here. Gets himself a P2 finish. You had a big battle going on. A lot of different drivers there at the end. It made it look like you were trying to just trying to hold on for whatever position you could maintain after Starnes lost it there onto the flat, made that last pass and was able to make it stick. Walk me through this race.
Yeah, that was rough there at the end. My force feedback quit working on my wheel, so I had no feedback. So yeah, we was definitely just hanging on. But yeah, me and Scotty had a real good battle going on early in the race there. We were beating and bumping a little bit, but yeah, real good race, and we was real happy to come out second on that one.
Took a little bit of time, took a little bit of effort, a couple of cautions for the drivers, but you still maintained and still had it still looked like it was a ton of fun. Where does I talked about the flat with Sage because he said he gotten into it. I watched Brandon get into it. What's another part of this racetrack that you have to kind of keep in mind when it comes to making consistent laps?
Yeah, I was having to enter a little softer down there in 3 and 4. That's where everybody was getting up on the flat. And I think I got up there once, maybe twice, but I was just entering a little softer and trying to stay down about a half a car. That way I didn't push up on that flat because got to have that big exit to run. But yeah, it worked out. Brandon came from the back, I think, too, and made it all the way up there. That was a good race, man.
He had a bad start.
Yeah.
He had that heat race didn't work in his favor, but he had a good run. CJ, give your shout outs, my man. Congratulations, P2 finish.
Sick Gaming TV on YouTube. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.
That's the man. Gives himself a P2 finish today. Go 23 digging here. Let's talk to Tony Martin, who is fans out there. Tony, tell me about it, man. That was some work. You had your work, but at the very end, you dug into it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm sitting here and my arms are still shaking. There was a little bit of beating and banging, but I mean, it was all in good fun. Definitely a heck of a race out there tonight.
They say Rubbin's Racing, especially at Wheatland. Now this is a hometown track for us over here at Signature Esports. So just keep that in mind. Where do you see the race line benefiting here, especially late in the run?
I mean, way late, it was definitely up top, but it kind of felt like you could make a move diving in, but it just wasn't there coming up out of the turn. But yeah, I'd say definitely up top tonight.
That race line looked like it was a ton of fun, my man. Tony, congratulations, P3 finish. I know we got some sprints to run. You give your shout outs, my man.
Well, my main sponsor, SMOKEY Designs by Andy. Check him out on Facebook. And the guy who did my car up, BFEFFER Designs. Go ahead and give him a look.
We're moving this stuff around. We're gonna there it is, folks. Right on your screen. There it is. SMOKEY Designs by Andy. There it is. Tony, much love, my man. We'll see you in the next race.
Okay, we'll be there.
That's the man, Tony Martin, number 22, digging in, folks. Stick around. We got some more racing coming at you. Don't go anywhere. Just gonna put you on the starting soon screen. We're gonna make sure that we get all these folks carried over. They've got the practice session going up, which means we're going to get a little bit of a break. And as we get a little bit of a break, Sage Luther's going to go warm up, get some more practice in. Now that he's run the street stocks, maybe he might do double duty here. Lucas Oil Speedway coming back at you with Wheatland Dirt Series racing for the Dirt Assassins. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Full send indeed. Full send indeed. Back at it here. Practice underway for the 360 sprints here at Wheatland Lucas Oil Raceway, or Lucas Oil Speedway. Sorry, let me get my stuff correct here. Lucas Oil Speedway. These things are fast. The average lap compared to the street stock, 6 seconds faster than the other. Oh, sorry. Lots of things going on right there. 6 seconds faster than the street stock. So you're gonna see big runs, big sliders, lots of race lines, and basically these drivers are gonna be ready to go. That's how it works. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Thanking all the folks out there on all the platforms. Giving us likes, follows, shares, subscribes, bits, all that stuff. Apparently, I need to add a 50 bit because I didn't have that up there for Dilgaff and the mods and all the people out there to do the cool stuff. Big third of a mile racetrack again. Race information for the sprints. Brought to you by TrackDogsRacing.com for all your Dirt Assassins, Dirt Anarchy racing racing gear. Go check out the TrackDogsRacing.com. I think I have a link in the description. If I don't, I'll make sure to add it there. Clay Oval, Wheatland, 54 degrees on the track temperature right now, 70 degrees on the air temperature. Same as before, 15% humidity, but the clear skies are going to change that amount of heat that's going to be able to be kept in. So that track might actually cool off and wear out a lot faster when it comes to the cold temperatures of the dirt. And these drivers are just going to get faster and faster and faster. Mr. Tucker, give us a like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you out there on Facebook. Yeah. Insane. 10 lap heats, 12 lap consi if they need it, 30 lap feature. Remember, 20 drivers to the feature. 30 lap feature means you're going to see huge runs. Oh. That was insane. Oh, I see it. They're about 10 minutes away, folks. Part of what we like to do here is make sure that we keep up with the everyday occurrences, and as we do, we are going to go to social media. We're going to go to... Uh-oh. There was a glitch there. It's because I opened Chrome. Google Chrome going on me. I don't know what that was about. I use Opera most of the time, but Opera had an update, and part of our security thing was not to use Opera for the time being. But back to Chrome we go. Let's see. In the world of NASCAR news. Auto Club Speedway will not be a part of the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series schedule. That's some big news. Didn't hear that. Let's see. LA Coliseum's going to be coming on tomorrow. We're going to be able to watch the Clash at the Coliseum. Like to see that. That's going to be qualifying happen today. Tony Stewart calls NASCAR's frustrating car of tomorrow a flying brick. That was 2 days ago. Crazy to see. Some drivers are going to miss the 2023 Daytona 500. And that is going to be coming up here. Front Row Motorsports, number 13 Colleague Racing, number 62 Beard Motorsports Chevrolet, the number 67 2311 Racing Toyota, and the number 84 Legacy Motor Club Chevrolet. Those are 5 confirmed non-charter NASCAR Cup Series entries for the Daytona 500. But there's a few. Where are the ones that are missing it? I don't see it. Total of 40 cars will qualify for the 200-lap race, including 36 chartered entries and 4 non-chartered entries. Zane Smith is going to be driving the number 13 Chevrolet. The Front Row Motorsports Ford is set to be driven by Zane Smith. The number 13 Chevy is set to be driven by Chandler Smith. The number 62 Chevrolet is set to be driven by Austin Hill. 67 Toyota will be driven by Travis Pastrana. How much are you looking for Travis Pastrana? Get back out there. 84 is going to be, of course, driven by 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson. He's going to get back in the car for Legacy out there. Coming over and adding some more flair to that. At least one of these cars won't ultimately get the chance to compete in the season opener. That number could still rise since more cars can still be added to the entry list before it becomes official. Man, that's crazy. It's crazy. Those cars are technically unsound. That's beyondtheflag.com if you want to look at that. Man, NASCAR getting a huge run. Iracing updating the tire model coming up here very soon. It should be in the next update. The tire model's getting a rework, and that is either a good or a bad thing. Gaming news. Upcoming games coming up here very soon. Hogwarts Legacy comes out on the 10th. Horizon Call of the Mountain coming up as well. Octopath Traveler the 2nd coming out. Company of Heroes the 3rd coming out as well. Kerbal Space Program 2. What I'm looking forward to. That's coming up. Sons of the Forest. That is the next one. February 23rd. I may only be able to play that on Twitch, folks, but I do plan on playing Sons of the Forest because the Forest was an absolute amazing game to play. I look forward to being able to do that as well. Let's see. Dead Space got a rework. What's happening in March? Let's look what's coming up in March. Wolong Fallen Dynasty coming out. Bayonetta or Origins coming out. Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's going to be one to be looking at. The original 2005 Resident Evil 4 is widely considered one of the best survival horror games ever made. It topped the recently published list of best Resident Evil games. It is getting a remake after 17 years of being on the market. Crime Boss Rocky City's coming out. System Shock Remake is coming out as well. April, Minecraft Legends coming out. Dead Island 2, another one coming out. Star Wars Jedi Survivor comes out in March. May, Redfall, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, looking at April release date. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, looking at April as well. June, Street Fighter 6. That's one on the market. Diablo 4. Blizzard's legendary action RPG series returns to 2023 with Diablo 4, the first of the series' first ever crack at an open world. Diablo 4 taps back into the franchise's darker roots and a story centered around the big bad Lilith. Former game director Luis Barriga is described it as gothic, medieval, and a bleak and shattering hellscape bereft of hope and beset by demons. Final Fantasy 16 with a June release date as well, June 22nd of 2023. That is coming out on the PS5. First half 2023 games, that's going to be Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Homeworld 3, Skull and Bones, Stalker 2. That has been one that's been in the works for many years. It is finally slotted to come out in the first, within the first or second quarter of 2023. Starfield's coming out as well. This summer, The Expanse, Telltale series. Those have been some fun games. Alan Wake 2, Ark 2, Armored Core 6 is coming out. Assassin's Creed Mirage. If you're not looking forward to that game, you're not my friend. Hades 2, Forza Motorsports. And speaking of racing simulators, Forza Motorsport turn 10 returns to the release circuit in 2023 with Forza Motorsport. And a new gen-only reboot of its acclaimed racing sim. Forza has long been a technical showcase for Microsoft's Xbox consoles, and as a franchise-first Xbox Series X and S dedicated game, fans should expect just that. Lies of P is coming out. Marvel Spider-Man 2, Payday 3, Pinkman 4, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out. And 2023 is where Warhammer 40,000, A Wolf Among Us 2 is coming out as well. That's part of the Telltale game series. Tell me which game you guys are looking out for out there. It's going to be a ton of fun to see. All these games can be found out there. Flying Brick sounds like smoke. I don't know. 84 is Jimmy Johnson. He is. Yes, sir. Watching the practice now for the Clash. Are they do it? How are they doing? Inside the park helicopter for George? Nah, not yet. Not yet. Let's go. Oh. 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 Ouch. That hurt. Somebody got yeeted. Chase Clendenin. Or Clendenin. I still messed it up. Chase Clendenin. Clendenin. Rusty's having a little Lightning McQueen action. Tony Martin right now fastest on the racetrack with his fast lap, 12:70. Sage Luther, second fastest. Was unsure about how he was going to run this race, but he's doing pretty darn fantastic. We're about 30 seconds away from qualifying, folks. And I'm going to take the time right now to... I'm going to do a hydrate break, and you folks should do so as well. Halfway through qualifying. Love it. That Clash is going to be insane. It was great last year. I actually enjoyed it. Ballistic and I watched it last year, and it was fun. It was a good race. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the next gen car getting its first look at having those issues that they had. So, you know, 'tis what it is. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. Drivers are finishing up qualifying here. Some of the race line dictates fast speed and a roll into the corner. That's for darn sure. Oh, dang it. How about it? Dogs are barking. It happens. Johnny Grid for heat race number 1. Croak. Going to be your pole sitter. David Garman, your outside pole sitter. Sage Luther, Nick Klosterman Row number 2, Cole Younger and Chase Clendenin going to be there in row number 3. Grijalva making up row number 4. Little story about what's going on with Matthew Croak here. Matthew's won 2 in a row. So because he's won 2 in a row, at the start of the feature, he will get an EOL and have to drive himself all the way to the front. If he does so, he's going to get a bonus of 50 points. And we'll have his work cut out for him. That's for darn sure. So how could the what does it say? I should add channel points reward for calling the race at an accent. No, sir. I better not. Had to switch apps. I like it, man. Full senses. Paul out there. Flying brick sounds like smoke. You ain't lying. Let's see. That does sound like Tony, doesn't it? 200 stars from Paul. Thank you for the 200 stars. Going to the Send Jess on Vacation Fund, a.k.a. the IO People Money Fund. Come on. Well, because the reason why is, well, because I have lots of accents. We do have one on, what is it called? Green flag. You know why? What is it called? One of those stream loots. On stream loots, you can have me, if I don't have it activated right now, because it doesn't really work for iRacing, but for all the other games, you can have me get out there and talk like Mickey Mouse or Christopher Walken or Winnie the Pooh. You know, those are some of the ones. Croak out front. David Garman in tow in that second spot. Big dig on the high side. These wings are down and rolling huge race lines. 4/10 of a second lead. The 2 of Croak digging as Garman looks to roll the corner. Beautiful beam footage working here. Sage Luther in third, right where he started. Clendenin digging as well. Younger to the inside. Younger to the now trying to battle back and forth here as Grijalva brings up the back end of the field, trying to work that high side, getting a little bit faster each of the race line, digging into the corner as he rolls. Look at the race line. Look at the drivers in front of him. He's still digging here as they continue to work. Right now, David Garman still looking to the inside of the O2 of Croak. Croak still digging here. Bottom side for Garman. Garman still rolling forward as he works that race line. Big look on the inside as they dig. Drivers holding on for everything they have. Big work of the field as they continue to work. Grijalva having an issue, had to go to pit road. It's all good though. Feature coming up for him. Chance for him to make up some of that ground. 2 laps to go. Fast lap, 1281, run by Sage Luther. Chase Clendenin running his fastest lap of the race. White flag waves for heat race number 1 is Croak. And Garman dig for it here as Garman works, trying to put a little bit more into the bottom of this racetrack. Not going to have it. Croak's going to win heat race number 1. Garman, Sage Luther, second, third, Klosterman, Cole Younger, and Chase Clendenin. Grijalva tail end of the field here. Heat race number 2. Kyle Carter, George Fizel, Tony Martin, Brandon Starnes. That'll make up the next 2 rows. Josh Bittner and David Williams ready to rock and roll as they get out there and, well, they're going to dig. Right? That's what I say. Did he save? It didn't save. That saved. Ooh. Look at that camera. At least they don't have to push start these. You know, the old four-wheeler behind them, giving them a good run. Look at all that clay digging here. Beautiful look as they come. I mean, we could be talking about cowbell all day long, right? Just saying. We would be here all day if they did, right? It's my thought. My thought. Oh, man. 003 33 22 1. They're ready to go. John Marin, thank you very much for the like. I appreciate you. Tucker, again, thank you for the like. Kyle, thank you for the like as well. Paul, still thank you for the stars. Green flag. That was a weird start to the race. 10 to go for the heat. They're digging. Brandon Stars on the bottom side. Flat part of the racetrack, not where you want to exit. Right now, Tony Martin digging here. Tony Martin finishing inside the top 3 last race. Trying to do the same thing here as Kyle Carter makes it work. Paul Pepper giving us a like. Thank you, Paul. Pepper Designs. Full send and all that jazz. Fiesel in second. 3/4 of a second difference here as Carter runs a 13-second lap. That track is already worn down here. Kyle Carter in the double on 3. Still digging. Hoosier. Anarchy wraps and designs on the side of that. Track Dogs Racing 360 Sprint still working here. As fast lap still on the button. Tony Martin, fast lap last time by 13.24, still has some ground to make up. Fiesel, just a touch faster that last time by. Gets up on the slick here next to the wall. Steady as they go. 13.04, his fast lap. 13.22 for Kyle Carter. Carter still digging on the outside lane. Fiesel working it. David Williams having an issue. Bittner rolling as well. No cautions here, folks. 84, driving the Track Dogs Racing 84. As 13 of David Williams working the corner. Kyle Carter coming around 1 and 2. I'm sorry, 3 and 4 here. Going to get into the 13. Oh! 13 of David Williams up the race line here. Fiesel takes over the lead. Kyle Carter on the bottom side or the high side here. George able to sneak one out there. Great look. Lap traffic getting in the way. Kyle Carter having to dig back here as now Tony Martin's going to be in third. White flag waves for the final lap here in heat race number 2. 30-lap feature coming up as Kyle Carter fast in these cars. Still trying to dig his way out here. 1.4 second lead as George Fiesel takes home the victory in heat race number 2. Martin third. Kyle Carter will finish in second. Did not look back. Starting grid, Matthew Croak is your pole sitter, but I believe he's going to get the UL. George Fiesel will be your outside pole sitter. David Garman will be inside row number 2. Kyle Carter outside row number 2. Stage Luther, Tony Martin in row number 3. Klosterman, Brandon Stars in row 4. Cole Younger, Josh Bittner, Chase Clendenin, and David Williams will make up row number 6. Final driver, Joseph Grijalva back here in 13th. Will make up some of the best race lines here, folks. If you like what you do, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the subscribe, hit the share, hit the do all that stuff. Be all you can be. Fiesel on the outside here. David Garland might take over that inside row, I do believe. Yep. Croak going to the back, pulls off to the side, gets the UL. He's just got to back up. Oh, Ray Jr. giving us a follow. Thank you so much out there on the old Twitch platform. Much love to you. Matthew Croak dropping to the end of the field. We'll assume the high line here. Garmin takes over the inside. George Fiesel will be now the technical race leader. Again, special thank you to NordVPN for coming on board as a sponsor here for Signature Esports. HelloFresh as well. Thank you to VIP Tires and Service. 67 locations across the Northeast. One of the best out there. Dark Horizon Fishing giving you all your cautions today. Thank you so much to Joe. Thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. Big dig as they get ready to go for the feature. 30 laps for the feature. Pace cars in. Pace trucks in. George goes. Green flag. Bittner having an early issue here. Going to be able to roll forward. Ooh, I hear him into the fence. Cole Younger into the fence. Upside down. Caution. Going to come out. Heard that one early. Up into the catch fence he went. Going to get a new toe. Going to get a fast repair. Going to get himself back out there. Driver still trying to make it work. First caution happens. Here's a look here at what happened. Cole Younger in the 3. Digs in the corner. 3 bottom side. Oh. 3. Oh. Oh, man. Ouch. Right here again. Bottom side, up the race line. Oop, gets a little free, down, hits the, oh, ouch. Oh, owie, ouch. Oi. That hurt. Oh, helicopter award coming out. The helicopter award is for all of our amusement, folks. It's not a troll, I promise. George. Garmin. So, still show David Garmin in the lead, I do believe. That catch fence saving lives right now. Ezel, Garmin, Martin. Kyle Carter back here in the double out 3. Cole Younger is going to be able to come back out here, rejoin. Again, caution laps do not count, so that will reset in the top there, folks, as they're going to get ready to go back. Fizel, Garmin, ready to go. Good look at the race line here for these drivers. Lee Tabs is out there watching, having a good time. It'll be forever the 54 Motorsports, a.k.a. the Tabs, 25 lap to go segment. But again, caution laps will change. They're going green flag racing. Speed. Oh, they're wrapped up already. Oh, man. Oh, ouch. Caution one more time. Here's a look right here at what happened. Big dig. High line, slider up, 22. Tony Martin into the 33, and then the field just goes absolutely bonkers. And, ooh. Back at it here. Did anybody make it through there cleanly? Let's go to Grijalva's point of view. Gyro, here it is. Oh, that's a bad view. Nose, there we go. Watch this. Stays low, misses that. Ooh. Boy. Matthew Croak all the way up to 9th here. Remember, he started the tail end of the field as 1-2 in a row. Going to be trying to do so again in ninth. Green flag waves. Keep your eye on the 9. The 9 spot, the 2, there to the backside. David Garman out front. 06 trying to run away with it. Caution once again. Sage Luther involved. Man, I got to get rolling. Here's a look here, folks, one more time. Sage drops him to the bottom. Get himself around. Ooh. That was an awkward approach there. Here's the nose cam. In the corner, in the corner, in the corner, in the corner. Oop. I think Grijalva might have had something to do with that one. Here's a look. Coming out of the corner there. Bar chase one more time. There's the drop in the corner here. Oop. Oh. That's a weird drive line there. Garmin. Third caution, as many laps. Single file restart to get this thing rolling. Garmin, Carter, Klosterman, Bittner. Garmin on the high side. Carter to the inside. Carter rolling the bottom side. Caution once again. Fourth caution, as many laps. Beazell involved. This is a track worth noticing. Normally doesn't run this way. We watched the heat races. They're amazing heat races. Now we've got all the drivers on the field right now. They're having a tough time getting rolling. Thank you to Track Dogs Racing, Chiefland RC Raceway, 06 Racing Productions by David Garman. Big special thank you to Anarchy Wraps and Designs, Unique Woodmasters, A&J Custom Designs. Of course, 54 Motorsports, Red Pirate, Family Grill, and Oyster Bar. Go check them out in Florida if you haven't done so. True Cut Line of Maintenance, free estimates at 352-215-7473. Buckwheat's Customs, of course, as well. All of the fantastic love and just everything. Y'all are amazing. Green flag. Let's dig. Matthew Croak is the driver to watch out here. Gonna work his way through the field. Try to, at least. Glendenin on the bottom side. 95 down the race line. Tony Martin having an issue. He's back here. Backwards on the race line. It's going to be up high. 25 laps to go. Has to get rolling because David Garman is hauling around 3 and 4 right now. Martin needs to dig. Getting himself back out there. 13-4-2. Caution. Bittner. Starnes involved. Starnes backwards. Take a look. Whoa. Whoa. Something happened to Brandon Starnes there. Let's just back it up. Here's the start. Bittner's there for chase. They go to the corner. That's the 2. Starnes up the race line. Oh. 2, gotta run him over. 84's there. There's more on Brandon. I don't know. David Garman, fast lap, 13-4-2. as Wheatland is becoming difficult for the drivers to be able to maintain. Maybe a double file restart this time. Bittner into pit road. So is Sage Luther. Drivers coming in, maybe taking a fast repair, getting themselves back out working. No fuel, no tires, none of that stuff. You don't need any of that because if you did, it would take forever to change them and take forever to refuel these things. It's a good looking pace truck right there. The non-Chevy Silverado. Iracing pace truck leading them around Lucas Oil Raceway here, Lucas Oil Speedway. Pace truck will dive in. As we go, lights off next time by. Pit lane, this is where the pits are. This is the pit lane exit. But a look overhead. A good view of what is to come here. Lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck will dive in. Will be single file once again. Pace truck's in. About it. But a full send. And Croak is already up to 4th from starting at the tail end of the field. They're ready to dig. See if they reach into the corner. Carter to the bottom. Garland back to the outside. Kyle Carter with a slider here. Garmin back out front. Carter almost had that slide job worked out. Croak up to the high side on the flat, down to the bottom. Up to 3rd now as David Garmin tries to outstretch the hand here, working as hard as he can. 21 laps to go. Up on the flat, has to work it. Carter sticks it back. Garmin back out front. Holy cow. David Williams involved. There you go. David Williams into 13. Oh! I believe Sage just tried to do something. Well, I don't want to say it. There's Sage Luther here. That's David Williams. Sage Luther's right here. It's into the corner, into the corner, into the corner. Good dig. Sage comes up. Just tries to be a monster truck with that little bitty car. Going to go 6th caution of the race. Garmin, Carter, Croak, Klosterman, Clendon, and Ezel, Grijalva, Younger, Martin, Bittner, Luther, Starnes, Williams. They're ready. Top 5 for the Clash. Just Haley, Kyle Busch, Chris Bell, William Byron, Eric Almirola. Is that what you're calling? I mean, it is what it is. Come on, Nick, they say. Like the spicy, there it is. Full send. Garmin, ready to go. Going to keep himself off the flat, or he's going to lose that lead. Big dig. Matthew Croak to the inside. Now to the high side. Croak digs the corner. Now goes to work to try to get Garmin. Kyle Carter back to the inside. Slider coming up the race line. Not going to have it. As Kyle Carter is going to have that 2nd spot. Still trying to dig. There's still grip on the bottom side. Matthew Croak, the 0-2 to the outside. 6/10 of a second. Still trying to slide down as David Garmin rolls up that beautiful beam footage. Croak out front, proving why he's one of the best. He drove from the back to the front and might get 50 bonus points out of it. 17 laps to go. David Garmin to go back to work as now they settle in. That's the top 5 from qualifying. Justin Haley, Kyle Busch, Chris Bell, William Byron, Eric Almirola. Nice. Larson all the way. There you go. He's now inside the top 5. Grijalva up 6. He is getting faster. Behind Tony Martin, he goes. 15 laps to go. Matthew Croak out front, 0.8 of a second lead. All the cautions allowed him to pretty much drive to the front. Tuck, don't diss my driver. I don't diss anybody's choice in drivers. Will it be either Tyler Reddick? Nah, Tyler Reddick. Yeah. Byron, yeah. I wish I could get behind Byron. I really do. Even though he's a Hendrick driver, I still wish I could get behind him. 0.8 of a second lead, 12 laps to go. I'm still a Larson fan. I was a Larson fan before he made his mistake, and just the way he drove. I was a Dale Jr. fan for the longest time. I tried to stick behind Alex Bowman, but Bowman just kind of let me down a little bit. But I've always been a fan of Larson and the way he drives, and I'm glad to see him finally see the success he deserves. David Garman still trying to close down some distance. There's David Williams in front of the race leader, Matthew Croak. Chastain for the win. You know what? Ross Chastain's deserving as well. Ooh, Garman to the outside. 9 laps to go. Croak there to the bottom side. Caution. Clendenin trying to hide behind the race line there. He jumps to pit road. Take a look and see what happened here. It says George had an issue here. George in the 33 comes up. 26 on the bottom side. 26 around the bottom side. 33 sideways. Which brings out the caution. Maybe? No, maybe not. What happened to Chase? Here you go. Here's Chase. On the flat. I might need a little Rusty's ointment here. Up into the flat. Ooh. And then hits the wall. And then comes down. Gooses it around. Backs it up. Parallel parks it. Says, it's okay. We're good. Oh, I love it. Matthew Croak out front. 9 laps to go. We're under 10, so it's another single file restart for the drivers. He's a wheelman. He's a great driver. Just now, hey, I understand. There's people out there that are Joey Logano fans, and Joey Logano has a lot of talent. And I know he's last year's champion. I can't stand the way he drinks a Coke. That's why I don't like him. Makes no sense. That's why I don't like him. Not a fan of Denny Hamlin, but that's on me. There's personal reasons why I'm not a fan of that. A fan of him, but I'm a fan of. Bubba. I think Bubba's got a lot of talent. I think he's got a lot to work on as far as his temper goes. Even though he got into Kyle Larson and intentionally wrecked him last year. David Garman out front on the bottom side. Croak on the high side. Garman with a pass here. The two got up on the flat and now has to go back to work as the 06, pulling some speed. Matthew Croak did not get the race line he needed. He's got to go back at it. 6 laps to go. He wants those 50. You do root for Bubba. I do too. I know people have mixed feelings about Bubba Wallace. I think he's got a lot of talent. He comes from good stock. Caution comes out. I think Bubba just needs to work on his demeanor, and it would be good. Here's a look at what happened. 47 on the bottom side. Had a good race going. Oh, 22. Ooh, 84. There's a big checkup in front of him. Hold on real quick. This happened in front of Grijalva here. Here's what happened here. So Tony Martin, and this threw the line off. So Tony Martin to the inside of Grijalva here. Digs for the corner. Let's far chase this one. Tony Martin to the inside. Comes up. Oh, just a little free, a little loose in the corner. 22 down to the bottom. 47 there, 22 up to the 26. They get into each other, and Grijalva having to keep himself out of trouble here. Has the 84 on the slider here. It's up into the 47. Anytime you get disrupted, your race line gets disrupted, that's kind of what happens. I think, and as far as drivers go, you know, there's reasons to like or dislike drivers. People didn't like Dale Jr. People didn't like Jeff Gordon. People didn't like Jimmy Johnson. People didn't like Tony Stewart. I think Tony Stewart's funny as all get out, and I support Tony Stewart. I like Harvick. Even though Harvick can sometimes get in and over his head, I like Harvick. I think Harvick is deserving of another championship, and I hope that this year's the year for him. Green flag waves, 4 laps to go. Croak to the outside, Garmin to the bottom side. Croak with a head of steam on the high side. Both of these drivers digging in the corner. The battle for the lead is in such. 3 laps to go. 06 to the bottom side, trying to pull some more speed on the bottom line. Matthew Croak on the high side in the flat, losing ground here. Took it too high into the corner. David Garmin out front. 2 to go. Into the corner, down to the bottom. Matthew Croak full set around the outside, up into the flat. Got a great exit, but does not have it. How about a white flag here as they come around? 06 to take 3 and 4. Front straightaway, white flag waves for the final lap. David Garmin trying to keep it clean for 4 more corners. 2 down and 2 to go. Garmin to the bottom side. Cleans it up. Wins it. And the 360 TrackDogsRacing.com sprints feature at Wheatland. Some cautions making it hard. Matthew Croak only to make it to second. Kyle Carter to the double out 3 up 1, finishes in third. I believe that's how it's going to work. David Garmin to celebrate here. Matthew did not get those bonus points. I'll tell you what, wasn't for the lack of trying. Garmin, your feature winner here at Wheatland, as Croak finishes in second, Kyle Carter in third, Fizel finished fourth, Bittner fifth, Klosterman, Younger, Luther, Starnes, Grijalva all inside the top 10. Tony Martin, David Williams, Chase Clendenin will be there in that 13th spot. Fantastic race. Go talk to him, because it wouldn't be a race without him. Waiting for David. David, you're up first. Waiting for David. Mr. Garmin, let's go. David, jump up into the waiting room. David, jump up into the waiting room. Let's talk to Matthew. Matthew Croak finishes in second here without the lack of trying. You had yourself up there into that lead position, got on the flat. David made the pass. Walk me through this one.
Yeah, just had a lot of cautions early, which helped, but got up there, made one mistake going up high. I know someone cut in front of me during one of the green flag runs. I don't know if they just got tight or what happened, but almost looked intentional, but it kind of messed up my steering, so I was just kind of trying to hold on to it for the rest of the race. But, one mistake up high and it cost you.
I tell you what, they put the pressure on you already. Had to start from the backward to the front. It wasn't, at least at the back of a 20-car field. 13-car field, you're able to work your way up with the cautions. But the high line seemed to be where you needed to stick it to make that right rear kind of just hook around.
Yeah, 1 and 2, it was so tricky with the tabletop there. I mean, it was basically around the bottom the whole race. 3 and 4, there wasn't much of a bottom, so you had to hang it out on the top. But, David ran a really good race. I know he's really fast. But, next week is a new week, and we'll try to get her done.
Try to go back-to-back, too, so you can work your way back to the front again?
Yeah, we'll try to get another 2 and try this all over again. But, it's fun.
That's the way it is. It's all in good fun, too. And, hey, you had a chance for 50 bonus points there. But a P2 finish is still not that bad. Matt, give you shout-outs, my man. Congratulations, P2 finish.
Yeah, first off, I have to thank you for the broadcast, Paul for the league. I want to thank M9 Setups. They're really kick-ass setups. Power Outdoors, everybody back at Phantom Motorsports, RK Farms, Weichel Sportswear, and Velocity Race Designs for the paint.
It's the man, the O2, finishes P2 today. Talk to your race winner, David Garman, finishing out front. Needed. What'd you think when Matt took it there, and then he was up on the flat? I saw the pass happen, and then all of a sudden you're just having to take off and then manage from there.
Yeah, I figured he'd get around me. That guy is fast. You can't deny that. So not really surprised that he came through this field and got around me there halfway through the race, and then yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Honestly, I'm too scared of the top on this track as well. Just like last week at Cedar Lake. I mean, it's not as deadly as Cedar Lake, but it's still scary out there because you get on that flat spot and you just lose all your traction and momentum, and that's it. You know, you're losing 2-3 seconds a lap on that. So I figured I'd just put it on the bottom where it was safe and put the wing back to like 7 or 8 degrees and just let it go. And then yeah, I got around him when he went up top. I don't know what he did, and then yeah, I didn't see him again. So I was like, well, I don't know what happened, but it was a good race. I enjoyed it. It was fun to be back on top.
Well, I tell you what, hold on, I got to make a correction. Yeah, Tuck, that's Mrs. Sig, a.k.a. the Ballistic One, a.k.a. the Dilligaff, a.k.a. the Ballistic White Sock. Jess is in chat, just so everybody knows. David, back to the race here. I mean, Lucas Oil Raceway, of course, is a hometown track for us over here at Signature. What can make this track special running whatever manufacturer you feel is comfortable here?
You threw me off on that one a little bit. I mean, just running this track is special. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of car you're in or whatever. It's just it's a name track. They've got big races every year that come out here, and it's just fun to run on this track and show them what we can do, even though it may not be a whole lot sometimes, but at least show them we can do it. Yeah, it's super tough in these sprint cars. Honestly, I don't think this track was designed for sprint cars. It's just super weird for me.
They do run them there though, and it's insane to watch them go around. And the fact that you guys put even just a tenth of the talent into it is still impressive by my standard. David, give a shout out to my man. 06 Racing Productions look good out front.
Yeah, thanks. Obviously, thanks to you for putting the broadcast on. Dirt Assassins for hosting the league and the races and stuff we enjoyed every weekend. And then, of course, my sponsors, the Forum Customs, BUCKWHEAT Customs, 54 Motorsports, NRI Machinings, Adrenaline Spike Designs, Track Dog Racing's 06 Race Productions, Anarchy Custom Routes Designs, and PFEFFER Designs. They all get to put a sticker on my car, and I get a shout out to them, and they all do really good work with what they do. So, super proud to have them on my car.
The dude has advertising space available somewhere there. Might have to be on the tear-offs. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I did just watch Ricky Bobbitt Day, and he sold his windshield, so why not sell the tear off?
I can't see anything. This is probably a bad idea. I love it.
Yeah, it's still worth it, though. There's space on my helmet. I got some space on the helmet. Under the wing, I'm sure there's some spots. If you want to get crazy, we can do it on the side of the tires. I mean... There
you go. Take off the Goodyear and go with it. I love it. That'll be the way it goes. David, much love, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, Jason.
06 comes home P1. Let's talk to the 003. He's going to be in P3. Kyle Carter, you needed to work. And our neighbor and hometown track for you as well, Jefferson City, Missouri. Just northwest of where I live here, northeast, northwest. I can't even get my directions. The lake is so confusing sometimes. Kyle, tell me about today's race.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no sprint car expert, that's for sure, but this week I just practiced a lot. I hopped in there with Tony Martin and today's P2 finisher, Matthew, and we did some practicing, and I was watching their line, and I knew, I could probably get a pretty good qualifying time, try to start up front of my heat race there, and I did that. I mean, I just did that. P2 with the 7, I mean, that's flying for me, so... And then that heat race, just had a little oops there and came up the track and really wasn't paying attention. Saw that car, went into the corner real fast and saved it, luckily. So, just had a little bit of an oops. And then that feature race, I mean, when they got slick, I knew it was going to be bottom the whole track. So I set my wing back to 2, and then by the end of the race I was at 4, trying to keep it on the bottom there, keep the wheels from spinning, so I could keep traction going. And I knew Matthew was going to come up through there. I saw him in P4, and I was like, oh, he's going to get me because I'm not the fastest when it slicks up and in a sprint car at that. So, I mean, other than that, very good race. Just try to keep it straight and have a good race there. So
Keep it straight, keep it clean. Looked like it was a ton of fun, and looked like everybody was trying their best. I know cautions just kind of happen, especially when the track is already worn the way it was. The feature showed that these cars do damage to this racetrack.
yeah, I mean, within 10 laps, I knew the track was already starting to slick up real bad, and I knew the top was going to go away immediately because everyone's going to be running up there, and I knew the bottom had the most moisture and would stay the most wet before it slicked up. And I mean, eventually by lap 15, lap 17, it was slick. So I mean, the whole track was going to slick up. These right rears on these cars they destroy tracks, and what makes them fun, I guess, just running in a slick, trying to keep the wheels from spinning, trying to keep the car as straight as you can on the bottom or on the top or wherever you're going to run it, and just try to have a good, clean race right there.
Tucker, you got lucky because you're a rookie. That's what Tucker said, I think. I think he's telling me to tell you, so.
No, I am a rookie in the sprint cars. I mean, I'm a late model and modified guy, and I was gonna have a good race in that street stock race and didn't have the best of luck there, but I knew the sprint cars on Wheatland I'd been practicing all week. I knew I could get pretty good in that, so I just got fortunate really and had a good race there.
All good. MK_2 hydrate complete. Thank you very much for reminding me to hydrate. Appreciate you, Kyle. Give you shout outs out there, my man. Folks, stick around on Twitch. We're gonna raid somebody, so stick around here in just a moment. But Kyle, your turn first.
All right, I just like to thank Forum Customs giving me the wrap on my car. Michael, he does a killer job at those wraps. Buckwheat Customs, 54 MOTORSPORTS, Drill and Spike Designs, Track Dog Racing's, 06 Racing Production, Anarchy Custom Wraps and Design, and PFEFFER Design, and then Pro Power Race Engines, Smart Family Chapels, Lucas Oil Products, just pretty much everyone who keeps this car running, keeps it on the ground, and it gives me the ability to race in real life and then race on this game. So
kind of fun to see, Kyle. Much love and appreciation, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, have a good one.
That's the man. Thank you very much, Anonymous, gifting Dilligav. Say, hey, you know what? You messed up. Now Dilligav has a sub. He's also a moderator. So thank you for gifting a mod, a sub out there on Twitch. We're working on getting all the subs back where they were. Much love, my man. Thank you so much for doing that, Tuck. Now the spicy logo is out there. Warrior Nation, very proud. Subscribe and support on all the platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, folks. Much love to you. If you're out there, let's go raid somebody. Where are we raiding? Let's raid Ruby. Ruby _20209 has one viewer. Folks, get in there and make their day. I appreciate you, folks. Be good, be kind to one another, be safe. If you're not my friend, you're not my friend if you don't. So go and join the stream. Let's go give Ruby some love. Be good, be safe. Let's do our thing. Be the best community. You are amazing.